Satu ค่ะ Oh, so today is the topic for today is the Sati, Arammana, Sapavadhamma, and Vattudhamma.น้องเบน Are you still remember ป้าหนุ่ย
ใช่ครับ
ครับ My Shaya is จังกมะจิตตะยานาวิวัตตะมหินทาสังคมิตาธรรมปาละเถรวาทาพละโพธิปันทิตะ and my nickname is ป้าหนุ่ย This topic for today is state. Have you ever heard about the state? State, Arammana, Sapavadhamma, and Vattudhamma. Okay, so we are as a visual. Who could be a reader for today? Indy, right? Can you?
ได้
ค่ะ slowly, please.
เอาเงินฉันไปให้ใครนะฉันบอกว่า
มหา
มหาภิวาทพุทธวจนะตัสสะสิทธิธรรมคัตตสหสานิวิสติอายามะคะวิสติสามัญญาภละเอกนิพพานะคิปาฟิเนโดเชปะเนปวะเตอริเต
โย
โยโวอานันทมยาธัมโมตวินโยตเทสิโตปัญญาโตโสโวมมจิเยนะสัทธาโยโวอานันทมยาธัมโมตวินโยตเทสิโตปัญญาโตโสโวมมจิเยนะสัทธาโยโวอานันทมยาธัมโมตวินโยตเทสิโตปัญญาโตโสโวมมจิเยนะสัทธาพุทธวจนะตัตุลาสิติธรรมคัตตสหสานิคือปาวัตนสละสมัสสัมโพธิกามนะโกตมะปัญญาธิกะ
นะโมตัสสะ
ไม่ได้ว่า
นะ
อะไร
โมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะมาโพอัตถะปรมัตถานิตละสัมมาสัมพุทธิปัญญาธิกะสมบูรณ์เป็นมหาบารมี20ประสบการณ์กำไมแสงกับสมภพปรมัตถานิตละสัมมาสัมพุทธิ512,028 พุทธโดยเสียงกล่าว
ไม่รวมมิตรเราก็ไม่ได้หรอก
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะมาโพอัตถะปรมัตถานิตละสัมมาสัมพุทธิสัทธาธิกะสมบูรณ์เป็นมหาบารมี40ประสบการณ์กำไมแสงกับสมภพปรมัตถานิตละสัมมาสัมพุทธิ1,24,055 พุทธโดยเสียงกล่าว
นะโมตัสสะ
เอามะนาวอื่นก็ไม่เอาแล้ว
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะมาโพอัตถะปรมัตถานิตละสัมมาสัมพุทธิวิริยะธิกะสมบูรณ์เป็นมหาบารมี80ประสบการณ์กำไมแสงกับสมภพปรมัตถานิตละสัมมาสัมพุทธิ2,48,109 พุทธโดยเสียงกล่าว
Okay, and we would like to pay respect to our most important person, Tipitaka Dhammacarya Theravada Balapoti 84,000 Dhammakanta Sushadnakon. Visati Ariyamaka, Visati Samanya Phala, Ekanipana Kipa Pinya Deshapan Nepavatikani turn. And the other most important too, Tanankakuna Ariyatamaso Vapana, or a former president of our group, Patan Nunguttana Rungsak, and Tan Tachalapoti Dhamma Sutapana, Visati Ariyamaka, Visati Samanya Phala, Ekanipana Kipa Pinya Deshapan Nepavatikani turn. Okay, today is Sunday on 25th in Thailand, and the month is August, and the year is 2024. This is a world language, and if we would like to go to the Buddha Vajana, so we go to the month, like the moon calendars, right? So it's called กาฬปกสะ cha, right? And สวนมาสสะ มหาพุทธปรินิพพาน 2567 or and also มหาพุทธชยันตี 2613. Okay, so you still remember, right? I ask every time, มหาพุทธปรินิพพาน, what is the meaning of the มหาพุทธปรินิพพาน เอ่อน้องเบนน้องเบนมหาพุทธปฏิภาณ
มันไม่เป็นไร
when พุทธะไปสวรรค์
ไปสวรรค์ ไปสวรรค์จริงเหรอมหาพุทธปฏิภาณ
อืม
น้องอินดี้ช่วยดิลูกมหาพุทธปรินิพพานคืออะไร
ก็ pass away
โอเค pass away โอเค not go to heaven because
เป็นหา
it's not born and
สว
reborn
ยดีกว่า
okay and how about the มหาพุทธชยันตีอินดี้
ไม่รู้อะไรเกิดขึ้นบน
this is start with what the year
อ๋อเริ่มกับ year 2613
this is how we count
อืม
we count start to count the year start with the year of Ben
yeah
Ben help Indy
good
the year
year of what
พุทธะ
มหาพุทธชยัน
enlighten
ตีฮะ
enlighten
Yep okay very good
อ๋อครับผม
so it's a Mahaparinipan Buddha Parinipan is mean when the Buddha passed away is Parinipan is not go to anywhere it's no birth and rebirth right and Mahaputtha Shayanti is mean when the year start with the Buddha enlightenment okay and this is a very important note that Dhamma that provide in this presentation is simple and not complex, is not profound. But people must study in a deep according to the Dhamma teaching. People must continuously study Buddha Dhamma, must not adhere to the translation of from birth until death. It will lead them to the Mahatapa Niraka, the seventh level of hell, because it is a mishatiti, a wrong view of not follow the Buddha teaching. If any Dhamma or the expansion Dhamma content provided contrast or conflict with the Dhamma 84,000 Dhammakanta, please refer to the Dhamma 84,000 Dhammakanta only. Okay? Today, the topic that I told you the first, like we are going to talk about Sati. Have you ever heard these words? Sati, Sati. ใช่ไหมคะน้องเบนเคยได้ยินไหมลูก
ใช่ครับ
น้องเบนคิดว่าคืออะไรลูก
สติ will to do something
Will to do something. Okay, very good. Sati. We try to help you to understand about the difference between the world language and Dhamma language. Okay, you understand about the world language. Usually we translate, right? Or maybe you use in the words in other language. Just example is in Thai language and in English language. And also in the words that Buddha teaching, the meaning that Buddha would like to let us understand about the Dhamma, okay, as we call Dhamma language. In terms of Sati, the meaning that people in general to ordinary person, it's mean that whatever you do, you must be conscious or mindful, like just like Ben said, right? You say, what is Sati? Just say the words, Sati, Sati. Conscious, right? You're conscious to do anything. Just when you play, you do anything, you play sport, you do shooting gun, or you do the construction, or most people require you to do it with mindful or conscious. Although you study reading, right? You're writing, you're learning, or although a teacher that teaching, they must be mindful or conscious on what they are doing. And most people say, when you're drinking, you have to have a state, right? Eating, if you don't do with the state, you may be choking, right? While you're talking, thinking, walking, you must be mindful. Also, not only the good thing, but the bad thing also, you're thief and you are gambling, you need to be mindful too, right? That is just in ordinary people give the meaning. But if some people just like teacher or professor, they may know more about the words in Makot language. So they translate from the Makot language into Thai. Its meaning and be able to think or control the mind with the, like mind is mean jai, and within the mind is citta, right? Or remembering action or words. Even long ago, you can remember that words. It means you have a state. Or if some teacher or professor maybe read in the Tipitaka, but give the misunderstanding or misinterpretation. Also, mostly people read in only the Sutanta. Do you know the Sutanta, right? Have you ever heard about Sutanta?
ไม่เคยครับ
ไม่เคยแล้ว
ไม่ครับ
น้องเบนแล้วครับรู้จักไหมครับสุตตันตะ
ไม่ครับ
ไม่เลยเหรอครับรู้จัก Do you know พระไตรปิฎกติปิฎกะรู้จักไหมคะติปิฎกะ Okay, Tipitaka is the composed of the Buddha teaching divided into 3 parts. We call Vinaya, Sutanta, and Abhidhamma. About Sutanta is teaching about about the person, just like when Buddha first Tesana Dhammacakkappavattana. This is in the called Sutanta. It means they have the people, then have history, and they have the related and with the environment. If we just read only the Sutanta, so we just use the history of the Buddha Savaka, just like Maha Anya Gotanya, who be the first who listen to the Dhamma Tesana of the Buddha, right? That is in the Sutanta, okay? But if you read only the Sutanta, so you maybe they do call the Maha Satipatthana 4. You just say the word Maha Satipatthana. Indeed, can you say the word Maha Satipatthana?
มหาสติมา
Patthana. Now Ben, Maha Satipatthana.
มหาสติปัฏฐานะ
Yeah. So most people, when we call about statement, they practice, they do the Maha Satipatthana 4, which composed with Kaya Nupassana Satipatthana, Vedana Nupassana Satipatthana, Citta Nupassana Satipatthana, and Dhamma Nupassana Satipatthana. Would you please read it for the last one? For this Maha Satipatthana 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Edie, please read it, the words. 1, 2, 3, 4. The words here.
กายานุปัสสนะสติปัฏฐานะ
Mhm.
เวทนานุปัสสนะสติปัฏฐานะ จิตตานุปัสสนะสติปัฏฐานะ ธรรมานุปัสสนะสติปัฏฐานะ
Okay. Ben, would you please read it?
กายานุปัสสานะสปาติ
Satipatthana.
อ่า
Kayanupassana
กา
Satipatthana.
ยานุปัสสนาสติปัฏฐานะ เวทนานุปัสสนาสติปัฏฐานะ จิต
Citta
ตังนุปัสสนาปัสสนา
Satipatthana.
สติปัฏ
Patthana.
ฐานัง
ปัฏฐานะ
วังธรรมานุปัสสนาสติปัฏฐานะ
Yeah. When we talk about the world language, it will lead us to the Abhaya-Phu 4. And when talking about the Dhamma language, so we are going to see about the Dhamma language. Have you ever heard the word state, right? Have you think about in the Dhamma that you already remember? You remember the word sati. Can you remember? Sati Cetasika. Indeed. No. Then forgot, right? Sati Cetasika.
ผม
When
ลืมครับ
yeah จำได้ไหม Can you
ลืมครับ
ลืมครับ โอเคไม่เป็นไร
เฮ้ย
เดี๋ยว
ส
ส่วน
ติ
กันเนาะโอเค
ส
Sati
ติ
in Dhamma language is a sati. It means about a sati cetasika, which work with Sopana Chitta 91.
ไม่จำได้
จำได้ยังจำได้แล้วเนาะอ๋อ
นะ
Sati cetasika is in the Sopana cetasika and work with the Chitta 91, which composed with Kama Vajra Chitta 24, Rupa Vajra Chitta 15, Arupa Vajra Chitta 12, and Lokuttara Chitta 40. Okay. I already say about the word language, about the meaning of the sati, right? Sometimes we mostly in the words of sati in English language, sometimes we consciousness or mindfulness, right? Consciousness refer to the state that being able to think about what you are going to do and say. Think of things that have already been said. This is in the words of sati in the world language. It is a symptom that the mind does not forget. Don't be careless or prevent initial damage. We have state because to prevent initial damage on recklessness. Usually, as I explained the first, like when you study, you require sati. Mostly in Thai, people always say to the student that the study, you have to be sati. Doing any work requires sati. Whatever occupation you do, you must have sati. While you sitting, walking, eating, standing, lying, you must have sati. Although you are playing, just like playing card. If you don't have sati, you will be lost, right? When you get while you're playing the cards and maybe you lost of your mind sometimes. As KK say that, oh, you don't have sati. So if you may be lost in the game, okay? But in the opposite of the world language is the Dhamma language. Dhamma language is start with the follow what the Buddha teaching. Remember, Dhamma language it means you have to start with the follow what the Buddha teaching. Follower the Buddha teaching will attain become Arahanta. And in the term of sati in Dhamma language, it is a Cetasika in Sopana Cetasika. There are 3 groups of Cetasika. You still remember Cetasika, right? How many total of Cetasika that you remember? 52. Okay, very good. Divide into 3 groups, right? Cetasik 52. Divide into what the first group?
อันนี้เจสสิก้า
Okay, how many? Indeed, remember?
13
Oh, good. And the second group, what is it?
อกุศลเจสสิก้า
14
Okay, very good. And the last one?
โสภณเจสสิก้า25
Okay. So the total 52 divide into 3 groups. The first group is Anyasamana Cetasika, 13. The second group is Akusala Cetasika, 14. And the last one is Sopana Cetasika, 25. And each group work with specific citta group, right? Anyasamana cetasika. 13 work with how many groups? Anyasamana cetasika. This is in general. They work with the 3 groups of citta, right? Akusala, kusala, and ahetuka citta. This is, you have to remember, Anyasamana cetasika 13 work with most all of citta, okay? And akusala cetasika 14 work with only what? Then only what? Akusala cetasika.
Akusala citta.
Okay, very good. So the name they tell, right? Akusala cetasika. It means they work with only akusala citta group. And Sopana cetasika 25 work with only kusala citta group. Okay. However, so because Sati is in there, Sopana cetasika 25, right? In this group is divided into 4 small groups. The first is Sopana Satharana cetasika 19. And the second group is Virati cetasika 3. The third is Appamanya cetasika. And the fourth is Panjintarya cetasika. You still remember, right? Ben?
Check off.
Indeed. How about you? Okay, you can recall, right? So is this because Sopana cetasika, Sati is in the Sopana cetasika, is in the first group. So would you please read this for me, please? Indeed, please. Sopana Satharana cetasika 19.
Sattha cetasika, sati cetasika, hiri cetasika, ottama cetasika, alopa cetasika, tosa cetasika, tattharma chattata cetasika, kaya pasati cetasika, citta pasati cetasika, kaya lahuta citta cetasika, citta lahuta cetasika, kaya mutata cetasika, kaya mutata cetasika, kaya kamanyata cetasika, citta kamanyata cetasika, kaya pankunyata cetasika, citta pankunyata cetasika, kaya chukata cetasika, citta chukata cetasika.
Okay, very good. You missed one. Remember, Kaya and Chitta, we are parallel together, okay? In this Sopana Satharana cetasika 19. Okay, you remember, right? Okay, so the second group is about the Virati cetasika 3. Remember? Oh, and Ben, you remember, right? Virati cetasika 3. What is it?
Sama wacha, sama kamanta, sama jiwa.
Okay, very good. And the third group is Appamanya cetasika. Indeed, you remember, right? Appamanya cetasika. What is that?
Sama wacha cetasika, sama kamanta cetasika, sama ajiva cetasika.
That is the Virati cetasika. I'm asking about Appamanya cetasika. What is that? Remember? I forgot it.
Karuna cetasika, mudita cetasika.
Okay, very good. So Appamanya cetasika is Karuna cetasika and Mudita cetasika. And the last group is Panjintarya cetasika. What is the cetasika? Indeed.
Panjintarya cetasika.
What the name of cetasika?
Panjintarya cetasika. Correct.
Panya cetasika.
Oh, Panya cetasika.
Okay, good. Okay, this is all the Sopana cetasika. But today we are talking about the Sati cetasika, right? This is the second, number 2 of the Sopana cetasika. And Sati cetasika work with the Citta 91. Yeah. You still remember Citta 121, right? Are you? Ben, still?
Check up.
Okay, and how about Indy? You still remember about the Citta 121, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. So how about the Citta 91. 91 is composed with this 4 group. Would you please read for me, please? Indeed.
กามาวกามาวจระโสภณเจตสิก24รูปาวจรจิตตะ15รูปาวจรจิตตะ12โลกุตละจิตตะ40
Ben, show me about the Rupa Vajracitta 15.
show อะไร
Show the name of the chit 15.
รูปาวัชระจำได้
Vittaka.
ต้องท่อง
Yeah, Chong.
วิตกาวัชระปีติสุขะเอกตาสีตังสัสังคลิกังปัตตมัชฌานะรูปาวัชระมหากุศลจิตตัง
Good. Next. The second one.
วิตกาวิจารปีติสุขะเอกตาสีตังสัสังคลิกังทุติยฌานะรูปาวัชระมหากุศลจิตตังปีติสุขะเอกตาสีตังสัสังคลิกังตติยฌานะรูปาวัชระมหากุศลจิตตังสุขะเอกตาสีตังสัสังคลิกังปัญจมัจ
Jatu.
จัตชานะรูปาวัชระมหากุศลจิตตังอุเบกขาเอกตาสีตังสัสังคลิกังปัญจมัจฌานะรูปาวัชระมหากุศลจิตตัง
Okay. So, indeed, would you please, the next after Kusala 5 in Rupa Vajracitta 15. Continue from Ben, right? Please.
วิตกะวิจารปิติสุขะเอกกตาสีตังสัสังขาริกังปัตตวัชชนะรูปาวจรมหาวิปากจิตตังวิจารปิติสุขะเอกกตาสีตังสัสังขาริกังทุติยฌานรูปาวจรมหากุศลจิตตังปิติสุขะเอกกตาสีตัง
อะไรครับ มหาอะไรครับ
มหาวิปากจิตตัง
Okay, good.
ปีติสุขะเอกตาสีตังสัสังขาริกังตติยฌานรูปาวจรมหาวิปากจิตตังแล้วก็
Sukha.
สุขะเอกตาสีตังสัสังขาริกังตติยฌานรูปาวจรมหาวิปากจิตตังอุเบกขาเอกตาสีตังสัสังขาริกังปัญจมัชฌานะรูปาวจรมหาวิปากจิตตัง
Okay, very good. So,
The
last
time is 5:30 p.m.
the last is a Mahakriya, right? So, the other 5. And the Lokutala is similar to the Rupa Vajra 15, but to be the Sota Patimak, Sota Patipala, right? Sakataka Mak, Sakakami Pala, Anakami Mak, Anakami Pala, and Arahatamak and Arahatpala, right? Okay. It's in when we say about the Chitta 91s, the other word that we can say is Sopana Chitta or Kusala Chitta 91. Okay. This is only Kusala that work with Sati. Remember? Because it's in the Sopana, work with only Kusala Chitta. Okay. And Sopana, Satharana in the group of 19, it's work with all the Kusala Chitta. Okay. In Kama Vajra Sopana Chitta 24, they have Mahakusala 8, right? Mahavipaka Chitta 8 and Mahakriya Chitta 8. Both in Yana Sampayutta Chitta and Yana Vipayutta Chitta. Remember about the Sampayut and Vipayut, right? Sampayut is work with the more mind, and Vipayut work with the Rupa. Okay. And for I show you in a different way about the Rupa Vajra Chitta 15. So we can divide into the Patama Shana Lokiya Chitta 3. Understand, right? Patama Shana Lokiya Chitta 3. You understand, right? It means the first Patama Shana of Mahakusala, Mahavipaka, and Mahakriya Chitta. But it says the Patama Shana, right? So we have 5 levels of Shana. Patama Shana, Tutiya Shana, Tatiya Shana, Chatutha Chana, and Panchama Chana. This is we call Lokiya, right? And for Lokutala, we got Patthama Chana, Lokutala Chitta. Okay. And also for Arupa Vajana Chitta 12, composed with Arupa Chana 12. It's when we talk about the Chana, we count Arupa Chana include in the Panchama Chana, Lokiya Chitta 12. Okay. In Lokutala, we have the Patthama Chana, Lokutala Chitta 8. You understand, right? How many 8 come from? The number 8 come from. Ben, do you know 8? What is it come from? Indeed, help Ben, please. What is the number 8 come from what?
มาจากแล้วก็
เอาทำ
โสตปัตติ
สี่ครั้ง
Yeah. It's really correct. Okay, indeed.
มี
Speak
โส
loud.
ตปัตติสกทาคามีอนาคามีกับโลกุตละ
Oh, that is
เอ้ย
4.
อนาคามีกับอรหัตตะ
for both group
And how many? They have 8 group, right? Sota, Patimakha,
โสตปัตติพละสกทาคามีมคสกทาคามีพละอนาคามีมคอนาคามีพละอรหัตตะมคอรหัตตะพละ
Okay, very good. So that's all have 5 level of Chana, right? Patama Chana, Tutiya Chana, Tatiya Chana, Chatutha Chana, and Panchama Chana. Because Sati, Chatasika work with Mahakusala, Chana up until to be the go to Lokutala that I say. Sota Patimakha, Sota Patipala, Sakata Kami Makha, Sakata Kami Pala, Anakami Makha, Anakami Pala, and Arahata Makha and Arahata Pala. Its total become 40, okay? This is an example that most people always say that if you walk with mindfulness and say this is the teaching of the Buddha, right? When we say Sati, most people say that this is to talk about the Dhamma of the Buddha. The word Sati, this is the same word, but it's a different meaning because they use as a mindfulness. While you're walking, you sit. Have you ever practiced about the walking with Sati? Have you ever do that? Then? No? Yes or no? Walk with เคยไหมเคยปะคะไม่ได้ยินป้าไม่ได้
ใช่
ยิน
ครับ
ไม่หรือเคยนะ ฟังไม่ทันเลย
What
Have you ever practiced with walk
ใช่ครับ
อ๋อเคยแหละค่ะโอเค That's
ไม่
good
คงไม่เคยมั้งคงไม่เคยมั้งเบนคงเข้าใจผิดนะลูก
ไม่ใช่
อันนี้คือแบบเหมือนกับที่เขาทำพวก meditation แล้วเดิน
ไม่
ช้าๆอะไรเงี้ยเบนเคย
เคย
ทำ
ไหม
ป่ะ
เลยเคยไหม
no
ไม่เคยใช่ไหม
Okay, because it's mostly the Thai student, they have this practice in the school. So this is, I would like to explain when you talk with the people that say you walk with state, walking, eating, sitting to do the state. It means if you say that this is what the Buddha teaching and you do by your walking and you sitting, and although you working, it means that you do the mishatiti. That is, you use the uttaja, work it. Because uttaja, you still remember, right? Uttaja is in the akusala cetasika. Uttaja, but you fung, you just like you think about everything all the time. It means you do uttaja. Uttaja is working with only akusala citta and not working with the kusala. If you are people or ordinary people and you say this is what the Buddha teaching, you go to the Misha Tithi. So you go to the level 7 of Naraka. And if you are the Bhikkhu, because they have the Vinaya, it means you will be your, what do you say? It's what do you? Uttara, it means you say the wrong things that Buddha not teaching. And especially you be a bhikkhu or bhikkhuni, is you have the Vinaya to control. That is get worse than ordinary people. And if you do the working, at least if you say that it's what the Buddha teaching, it means if you walk, you have to at least have a first jhana or you have a rupa jhana, as we say about, right? Working with Ariya Bukkala. But if you don't have any of this, it means you don't have the kusala, mahakusala, you don't have jhana, you don't have arupa jhana, and you don't be a Ariya Bukkala. It means you go to the Mahatapa, Naraka. You still remember about the Naraka, right? The levels of 7 is we call Mahatapa, Naraka. Okay. This is about the citta. You already remember, right? We're gonna pass this one. Okay. Kusala. Okay. Now we go to the second topic. You have any question about the Sati? Sati, world language and Dhamma language. Ben, you have any question?
ไม่มีครับ
ไม่มีครับ
ไม่มี
อินเดียครับอินเดียก็ไม่มีเนาะโอเค so now we go to the Arammana. Arammana is อารมณ์ still remember about อารมณ์ right? Have you heard about อารมณ์ Arammana. Arammana in the world language, we think about the feeling, whatever about the feeling that arising. You feel angry, right? อารมณ์โกรธ irritate, happy, sad, cheerful, refresh, distract, good mood, or upset. This is the most people say about the Arammana is อารมณ์ มีอารมณ์ดี อารมณ์ไม่ดี bad mood, right? Good mood, happy, right? That is in general people talk about Arammana. But if they be the teacher or professor, sometimes they translate from a Makut to Thai language. It means that restraint of the mind, what the mind cling to, things that are known and can be perceived. So it means whatever you perceive is like a Arammana. Or you read the Tipitaka. For example, you read only Sutanta and you say, this is the practice about you control your Arammana. You determine the mood, calm the mood, keep your emotional taste or sense emotion. ส่งอารมณ์นะ คุมอารมณ์ ทำให้อารมณ์คลามลงนะคะ This is the words that most people say about Arammana, like in the Buddha teaching, but it's not. It's just the translation, okay? This is the world language. And for the Dhamma language, Arammana, we have Arammana 6. Have you guessed about the Arammana 6? อารมณ์ 6 เคยได้ยินไหม อารมณ์ 6 ตอนนี้อารมณ์เป็นไง น้องอินดี้อารมณ์เป็นไง
อารมณ์ธรรมดาครับ
That is it in general, right? But in the Buddha Dhamma language is Arammana 6 is composed with 6 of them. Ruparamana, Sattharamana, Kantharamana, Rasaramana, and Potthaparamana. And the last one is Dhammaramana. Okay. Would you please read, Ben, read this one? Arammana 6 composed with
Ruparamana, Sattharamana, Kantharamana, Rasaramana, Potthaparamana,
Potthaparamana,
Dhammaramana.
แล้วก็ Dhammaramana. Indy, would you please read it?
Ruparamana, Sattharamana, Kantharamana, Rasaramana, Potthaparamana, Dhammaramana.
Okay. These are the from the Dhamma language. In Ruparamana, Sattharamana, Kantharamana, Rasaramana, and Potthaparamana, we call Pancharamana. Pancha. What the meaning of Pancha? You still remember number, right? What is the Pancha meaning? คะจำได้ไหมลูก Pancha. 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 You count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Pancha is 5. Okay. And Dhammarana is Manoramana. Mano is about the mind, right? And both of these can bring us to get Chana, Makha, Phala, and Nibbana. Okay. Arammana.
มันกลายเป็นฌานะกับพวกนั้นแค่สี่ยังไงครับ
Oh, because it's a Arammana working, right? And working with, because Arammana is working the Chit and Cetasika, right? And Chitta Cetasika is, if it's the Bhikkhu-sala, so it's bringing us to the Chana, because it's working with the Chitta, right? And Cetasika. So his can be, if we kusala, so he can bring to go to the Chana, because get Rupa, Rupa Shan, Arupa Shan, and Lokutara Shan. Right? Okay, very good. That's a good question. Usually Arammana world language, usually we translate that things that affect it, just like today I'm in a good mood, I'm in a bad mood, I'm in a irritated mood, and mood is not satisfied. This is just the world language. And we say about Arammana 6, right? That we already say about Ruparamana, Sattharamana, Kantharamana, Rasaramana, Potthaparamana, and Dhammaramana. Because Arammana is something that come to work with the Chitta and Cetasika. That's, you ask that question. That is so very good. All thing, because thing that is you see, although you see or you cannot see, it is called Arammana. Just like when you close your eye, right? When you see the pen, is it called Rupa, right? You see pen, a pen is a Rupa. Also, you call this, although you cannot see it, it's still called Rupa, right? Pen. You have one pen, right? You have one pen. You have pen, and this is called Rupa. Although you close your eye, it's still pen, right? This is Rupa. So when Rupa plus with Arammana, we call Ruparamana. Air, you can see the air, right? Can you? No, but it's still Rupa. Everything that although you can see or not see, we call Rupa. Your hair, right? Your hair is Rupa. Your shirt is Rupa. Whatever you see or not see, just like I say, you cannot see oxygen, but it's still Rupa. That's we call Ruparamana. Sattha is this about the voice, the sounds, like bird sound, horse voice, whatever music, is it Sattharamana? Whatever you heard or you not heard, right? In wave, right? When you wave, the sound that's come to your radio. It's not, it's this wave, right? And this is sound. It's also is rupa too. And sattha, rupa ramana, sattha ramana, kanta, it means you can smell the, right? You smell the, perfume, right? The cabbage, right? And your saliva is still have this smell, right? Sattha, kanta, and rasa. You can taste, right? The taste is that rasa ramana, and potaparana. You can feel cold, hot, like potaramana. This is arammana, all arammana. And the last one is tamaramana, is because this impact to the citta is called tamaramana, which composed of, tamaramana is composed with citta 121. So this is not the right sequence. It has to be rupa, pasata rupa 5, right? Sukhuma rupa 16, citta 121, cetasika 52, nibbana 1, and panyati. This is a tamaramana, right? This is the first on the sequence. Sorry that I didn't do the right sequence. It have to be pasata rupa 5, sukhuma rupa 16, citta 121, cetasika 52, nibbana 1, and panyati 1. Okay, remember tamaramana composed with these 6 groups. Okay, whenever that Ajahn say about the tamaramana, you have to think about these 6 group of Jit, Cetasika, Pasata Rupa, Sukhuma Rupa, Panyati, and Nibbana. That is about the Arammana. Is there any question about the Arammana? Arom. Different between Arom in the world language, but Arom in the Dhamma language. Because whatever you see or not see, we call Rupa Rom. Okay? Sattha is mean the voice that you can hear or not. This is sounds, right? We call Sattha Ramana. And Kanta Ramana is this smell. You can feel like the perfume, or some people, the person that you know, when sometimes they walk by, you can remember who are they, although you don't see it, but you can smell the taste of the smell. Okay, and rasa, it means when you taste the food, right? That is a rasa ramana. And also potaparamana, which use the body. Potapa, it means when you touch, you can feel wet, you can feel hot, you can feel cold, like that. This is, we call pancharamana. It means 5 of them. That's used by Jakku, Sota, Kana, Shilha, Kaya. This is, I forgot to tell you that when we say about Rupa, we relate with the Jakku. Okay, and Sattha Ramana is related to Sota. Okay, and Kantaramana is related to the Kana, and Lassa Aramana related to the Shilha, and also Potaparamana related to the Kaya. It means you can see Jakku, Sota, Kana, Shilha, Kaya. That's related with the Rupa Ramana, Sattha Ramana, Kanta Ramana, Rasa Ramana, and Potaparamana. But this is all in the Pancha Ramana. It's only the 5 senses that you can have, right? But the last one is Arammana is only inside, is the mind or citta. This is composed with the 6 group that I told you. You remember, right? About the 6 group of that. About, this is a Pasata Rupa 5, Sukkuma Rupa 16, Citta 121, Cetasika 52, and Nibbana 1 and Panyati 1. Okay, I will sequence it for you because you have to remember as a sequentially. Okay? Understand? About Arammana? Okay. So the third topic for today is we call Sapavadhamma. Sapavadhamma, that is called as in the world language, we say, when you say Sapavadhamma, it means you knowing, the state of knowing, or the knower or understander. It means you know, Sapavadhamma is in that sense of the world language that, oh, this is Sapavadhamma, although it's the words as a Dhamma, but when you translate, it is not Dhamma language yet. It is that called world language. Okay, but in the Dhamma language, Sapavadhamma is meaning about the Citta 1 plus Cetasika 52. Remember, when we call Sapavadhamma, it means Citta 1 plus Cetasika 52. And when Sapavadhamma's working, it's come up with Vedana, Sapavadhamma 3 or 5. You remember Vedana, right? Vedana is a kind of Cetasika. Which group that Vedana is in the Cetasika group? Ben, do you remember? We already said this one. Vedana. Which group that is Vedana is in the Cetasika group? The first or second or the third? Which one?
Second?
I mean, Vedana Cetasika. What group of Cetasika? Because we have 3 groups, right?
No. The first one.
The first one, what is its name?
Sapacita Sacha Cetasika that.
Okay, very good. Because Vedana, but I think last time we talked about the Vedana, we have 2 types of them. We have 3 Vedana or 5 Vedana. Vedana, Sukha, Tukha, Atukkhama Sukha is mean is Arammana, is 3. But when we are in the interior, we have 5. Sukh, Tuk, Somanat, Tomanat, and Upekha. Remember, Vedana. We have 2 types of Vedana. Vedana 3 or Vedana 5. Vedana 3 is about the Sukh, Tuk, Atukkhama Sukha. And when we say about the Vedana 5, it means Sukh, Tuk, Somanat, Tomanat, and Upekha. Okay, remember? And when Sapavadhamma work with the Citta Desika, it have a Hetu. Sapavadhamma 2. Hetu. Remember Hetu, right? Hetu is cause, right? Usually we have Kusala and Akusala Hetu. Kusala Hetu, what is the kind of Cetasik that is a Hetu? Maybe you just listen, okay? Kusala Hetu is Alopa Cetasika, Atosa Cetasika, and Panya Cetasika. This is about the Hetu. And for Akusala Hetu is Lopa Hetu, Tosa Hetu, and Moha Hetu. This is a Hetu, Sapavadhamma, okay? And the next is Gijja. You just remember, listen familiar with the word that I say. Gijja, Sapavadhamma has 14, okay? And, oh, sorry. And Twara Tawan. Tawan is mean door, right? Tawala Sapavadhamma have 6. Tawan 6 is mean just like say Jakku Sota Kana Shiva Kaya and Hataya is a Tawan, right? And Arammana Sapavadhamma is have 6 that we already say about Arammana before, right? Still remember, right? Arammana 6. What is that? Ben, we just talked. Arammana 6. Rupa,
Pa
Amana, Sattha,
Arammana
Kanta,
Kanta
Rasa,
Ramana
Rasa Ramana,
Saramana and
Otaparamana, and Tamaramana. This is Arammana. And Vattu, Sapavadhamma 6. Vattu 6 is we have Jakku Vattu, Sota Vattu, Kana Vattu, Shiva Vattu, Kaya Vattu, and Hataya Vattu. They have 6 too. Okay, this is come from the Sapavadhamma. And the last one is Vattudhamma. Vattudhamma is in the language. Vattu, you say things, right? Things or material or something like Vattu. But in the Buddha or Dhamma language, we have Vattu 6. Jakku Vattu, Sota Vattu, Kana Vattu, Shiva Vattu, Kaya Vattu, and Hataya Vattu. And also Vattudhamma composed with 72. It's composed with Citta for 1, Cetasika 52, Nibbana Rupa 18, and Nibbana 1. Would you read this for me, Indy? Vattudhamma 72.
จิตตะ1 เจตสิก52 นิพพานารูปะ28 นิพพานะ1
Nibbana, and yeah, Nibbana. And Vattu 6, Ben, please. Vattu 6.
Jakku Vattu, Sota Vattu, Kana Vattu, Jiva Vattu, Kaya Vattu, Hatya Vattu.
Okay, so now you understand about Vattu, because when you study more, you're gonna we talk about the Vattu many times, because very important is the Hataya Vattu, which is Jakku Vattu, located at the Jakku Pasatha Rupa, and Jakku Vinyana consists with this is the process that contact with about the Jakku. Jakku Pasatha Rupa, Jakku Vattu, Jakku Tha, Jakku Kit, Jakku Hetu, Jakku Vinyana Thatu, Jakku Vinyana Khan, and Jakku Vinyana Jit. This is a consequence about the working with the Jakku Vattu. When we say about Jakku Vattu, it means relate with the things that consequence like this. Like you just familiar with that. Would you please start with the Jakku Pasatha Rupa? Indeed, you just read this verse until at the second. Jakku
จักขุภาษาทรูปะจักขุ
Vattu,
คูวัตถุ จัก
Jakku
ขุฐานะจักขุชิกขะ
Jakku Hetu,
จักขุเหตุ
Thatu, sorry, Jakku Thatu,
จักขุธาตุจัก
Jakku Vinyana
จักขุวิญ
Thatu,
ญาณ
Thatu,
ทัตถุจักขุวิญญา
Vinyana
ณคันทะ
and Jakku Vinyana Citta.
จักขุวิญญาณจิตตะ
Yeah. So Ben, please read it. You will be familiar with the words. Jakku Pasatha Rupa. This one. Jakku
Jakku
Pasatha
Pasatha Rupa, Jakku Vattu, Jakku Thana, Jakku Kikka,
Kitja.
Jakku Thatu,
Jakku Vinyana
Jakku Vinyana Thatu, Jakku Vinyana
Kanta,
Kantha, and
Jakku
Jakku
vinyana.
Vijnana Citta.
Yeah, this is Jakku, right? When we change to be the Sota, it's the same. Sota vinyan กับคำว่าโสตะภาษาทรูปะโสตะวัตถุโสตะฐานะโสตะกิจจะโสตะธาตุโสตะวิญญาณธาตุโสตะวิญญาณขันธ์โสตะวิญญาณจิต okay this is the same จักขุโสตะฐานะชิวหากายะ gonna be the same by this but except for the hataya wattu which composed with the citta 107 Jakku Vattu have only Jakku Vinyan 2. Sota Vattu have only 2. Sota Vinyan 2. Kana Vattu have only Kana Vinyan 2. Shilha Vattu is only Shilha Vinyan 2. And Kaya Vattu have only Kaya Vinyan 2. This means 10 of them. But for the Hataya Vattu have 107 citta. Okay. Hataya to have 107. And as you already said about that, because Vattudhamma is very important because it's gonna to Lokutala. Okay, Vattudhamma. Okay, so I think it's time up. Is there any question?
ไม่มีครับ
น้องเบนน้องอีตีเข้าใจหมดไหมลูก
อือฮึ
ไม่เข้าใจเลย เข้าใจเปล่า เป็นเข้าใจอ่ะลูก วันนี้เราเรียนอะไรบ้าง
Wattu.
what else
What's it called?
right
Parupa.
สวะภาวธรรมลูกสวะภาวธรรมะ okay very good so I think for today we're gonna finish for today thank you very much and you will be the Tilokutapeta Wattu by yourself okay
Satu, satu, satu,
Baik,
no, kami.
สาธุนะโมติปันติติอานุโมทามิค่ะมนุย
Mereka
okay สาธุทุกคนนะคะที่เข้าฟัง
สาธุค่ะ
สาธุค่ะ